Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Curiosity's Chronicles podcast. This is your host, Rohit Gotham. I am back with the new episode this week. But before we start, as usual, I would like to thank Abhyuday Global Coach Circle for their support. And if you are looking to get into professional coaching, do check out their programs. They have a great community of coaches where we learn every day. I would also like to say thanks to all the subscribers. My aim is to get to 5,000 subscribers by end of this year. So please help me reach my aim. I need your help. Thank you. So today's guest is Captain Gurinder Virk. Serving people has always been central to him, and this is why in the initial years of his career, he has done the nation proud by joining the Indian Army. He also followed his career into corporate world, and after some time, he became an active member of Race NGO. So we're going to discuss his journey from Indian Army to corporate world and then becoming an active member of Race. So let's welcome Captain Gurinder Virk. Welcome, Captain Gurinder Virk. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for joining this. I know you're quite busy persons, but thanks for joining this podcast.
No, it is a pleasure being with you.
No, my pleasure as well. It's my honor actually to have you on this podcast. So we want to talk about a little bit of your journey from corporate world to from Indian Army to corporate world, and then to what you're doing today. Can you tell us about your journey then a little bit about what made you eventually founding Raise?
You see, basically, I was in the Indian Army for 10 years. And then I was with the corporate world. I was with Tatas for good about 20 years. And during the time I was with Tatas, I wanted to do something more uh, from my heart. And then Rashmi, who's the co-founder with me and from Jaipur, we both decided to do something, and we formed this raise. And first, we wanted to start an orphanage kind of a thing, and we went to a government-run orphanage. And when we were talking to these people, there was this child with his grandfather, and we noticed that they'd been coming for a long time, but for some reason the child was not getting admission into the orphanage.
Oh, okay.
So when we asked these people as to why the child is not being accepted, they said the child was HIV. So I said, if the child is HIV, then you could, why can't you keep him here? And secondly, if you can't keep him here, why can't you guide them where to go? So the reply I got was, we do not have any facility for the HIV children. And that was the time Rashmi and I, we decided that we're going to work for the HIV children because, you see, firstly, they are sick. Firstly, they are sick. Secondly, the parents are also sick. And if these children do not get a proper place to stay and proper medical and diet and counseling, uh, there would be a big problem.
Yeah.
So that is when we decided to work for the HIV children, and we started RAISE.
That's such a noble cause, actually. So I would like to I want to pass my gratitude to you and Rashmi, and how you guys started this. So like you mentioned, you've been in TCS Tatas, and then you've been in Indian Army. How has your leadership style evolved from the corporate world through the work with vulnerable communities like HIV positive kids?
You see, Tatas, as you know, are highly into community work.
Yes, yeah,
And
yeah.
during my uh, years with the TCS and Tata Infotech, I was actively involved with all the community work, because I don't know, I had this thing inside, and I always wanted to do something. So while there, I had the support of the companies to do the work, and then at one time, I had to decide. Like once we started raise, at one time I had to decide, because Monday to Friday I would be in Gurgaon, and Saturday Sunday I would be in Jaipur for the NGO work.
Right.
And this continued for good about 2.5 years.
Okay.
And in the end, I had to take a call what I wanted to do, whether I wanted to be with the cause, the NGO, or I wanted to continue with the career. So this cause and the NGO won over, and I quit my job at TCS and came to Jaipur full time to be with the children, to work for them. And raise, when we started, we had 3 children. From 3, we have grown to 56 children. As
Nice.
on
Okay.
date, we have 2 homes,
Right.
one for the girls, one for the boys. We have 16 girls and 40 boys. So we are looking after these children in all possible ways, their schooling, their health, extra curricular activities, skill development, anything that a normal child needs. A child gets in your and my home. We strive to provide all that for these children.
Right. So that's, I mean, again, I don't have any words to say. I mean, you are supporting so many children who probably won't get support easily, and your NGO is supporting them. So how yourself has changed as a leader within that? I know you said you were already doing the community part in Tata. How did you change as a leader?
You see, when I was with Tatas, I was supporting the NGOs. We were supporting the NGOs in small measures. Like where schools were concerned, we went to the schools. We did some volunteering, and we provided them with whatever they needed, whether it was computers or whether something else, whatever way we could help. But now it is not. Earlier, I was in a role where I was just a volunteer and a helper, a little help to the cause. And now here, I am not a volunteer. I am full time into it.
Mm.
So, where the leadership thing is concerned, here it is not only about small things, it is about each and everything that the child needs, the finances that you need, the balances, the checks, everything you have to do yourself. So, here,
Right.
I would say I've become a doer.
Hmm.
There it
Okay.
was just there it was just a little planning and
Yeah. Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
But here we have to do everything hands down. We have to do everything ourselves.
Right. Right.
Now, where earlier we were supporting others, now here it has come to we come to a phase where we are needing support of the others.
From the others. Yeah. Yeah. So you have kind of gone to the other side of the of
Oh
the
yes.
river, and then got it. Okay. So obviously you must have faced a lot of challenges, Captain Gurinder Virk. So what have been some of the most significant challenges you have faced as a leader in this field?
You see, the biggest challenge was acceptance.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Acceptance by the family,
Yeah.
acceptance by the society, acceptance by all the known people.
Mm.
Because the moment we started or we thought of starting a home for the HIV children, everyone, bearing a very few people, of course, everyone was little scared,
Mm.
little skeptic, skeptical about the issue because they said, why don't you do anything else? Why do you want to work for the HIV children? Because
Yeah.
everybody thinks that HIV can be transmitted if you talk to them, if you sit with them, if you, that kind of a
Yeah.
feeling people have, which is
Yeah.
untrue.
Untrue. Yeah.
So that was in fact the biggest challenge when we were starting it. But yes, over a period of time, when people saw us with these children, when they when they come to the home and they see the children hugging us, sitting next to us, and playing with us and eating with us, so their thought changes.
Mm. Yeah.
Otherwise,
It's hard.
now it is pretty
Yeah.
good. Now it's
Yeah.
pretty acceptable, and
Mm.
yes,
Mm. Yeah, I can imagine, especially in our countries like India, South Asia, it's really taboo, right? HIV. Oh, you can't go close to them, or you can't do that, right? It's such as just in their heads. Their belief is that it's very hard to change that belief, and I'm glad that you are kind of making this kind of a better change as well for the community, for the society as well. Yeah. So how do you inspire and lead your team? You probably have a lot of volunteers, I suppose, working for
yes, we
you.
have
So
we have
yeah,
volunteers. We have
yeah,
people. Otherwise, too, people working with us. We have the project coordinators. We have
right,
counselors. We
right,
have the accounts people, and we have uh, the medical team
yeah,
to look after the health of these children.
yeah,
So there are a whole lot of people, and we have created a family.
hmm,
If you ask me, we've created a family. And to the extent the house mothers that we have to look after the children, they are called mother or mummy
hmm,
instead of calling them anything else. And they also treat the children like their own children. Similarly, with the staff also, the children, they address the staff also as Didi or
nice, yeah,
yeah, that kind of a thing. So
right, right,
we've tried to create a family where it is not like uh, a normal NGO or a normal institute or a company. It is here a big family. Rashmi, all the children call her Badi Ma.
ah, nice,
Housekeepers are called Ma.
mm,
All the staff, the office staff, is either Didi or Bhaiya.
nice, very
And
nice,
where I am concerned, all the children call me Papa.
nice, yeah,
So
so,
we've tried to create a family
hmm,
where each one uh, tries to do uh, the best, and also that feel of an office or a institute is not there.
mm, yeah. So I can imagine that the environment you are building here is more of a, close knit family
Yes,
rather
yes,
than just
yes,
as
yes,
a
yes, yes.
admin, or someone is doing admin, someone is doing that, and they call it like sir or madam and blah blah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So you can see, like in India, we call a lot of people sir and madam. Kind of, it's kind of I feel it's more artificial kind of environment, right? So
Very
you are
right.
kind of building respect within that kind of. It's amazing to hear that. So I'm now curious now. Could you share some stories or moments where Raise made a transformative difference in a child's life? Any story you can share?
No, you see, the biggest story is the children who were there with us in 2010 when we started Raise. When they grew up, when they grew up, and they left the home, and they were doing jobs. with
Right.
various sectors. Like we had trained people for hotel management also. We had tied up
Brilliant.
with one of the five-star hotels in Jaipur, and we did a diploma course. Then these children did their internship with another five-star hotel and all. And earlier, the government rule said that the children could be kept till 18,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, if special permission was taken, they could be kept till 21.
Right. Right.
And we at RAISE always believe that we will not let any child leave RAISE till such time his education is complete.
Okay.
He has achieved some skill also, and he is ready to face the world, because coming from a home which is a very safe
Yeah. Yeah.
atmosphere,
Yeah.
and going into the normal world makes a bit difference to these children, because here they're all HIV together, and when you
Mm.
go outside, you are one person, HIV, facing the world.
True. Yeah.
So you need to have that confidence also
Yeah.
to go and face the world.
Right.
Later stages, what happened? The government made a rule that we can keep children only till they are 18.
Mm.
After 18, they have to go out. So a few children of our home, we collected them together, and we started another NGO where we are supporting the children who are 18 plus and they do not have a place to go.
Oh, okay.
And that's not being done by me. That is
Right.
being done by the
The
children who have
children.
left race, and they have started. And I,
Amazing.
yes, I as a mentor, I as a senior, I guide them, I tell them how to do it and what to do it. And they are doing exceptionally well.
Amazing. Amazing. That's
So
a,
now
that's
it is
a
not about having only
yeah.
having HIV
Yeah.
children at home. It is
Yeah.
caring for them after they leave the home also.
Yeah, yeah, brilliant, brilliant. And it's a great story as well, like how they are taking the next step towards that, to
Yes,
helping other as
yes.
well, like you are coming in. So that's a great story. So thanks for sharing that. And I'm curious because you served in Indian Army as well, right? So how was your experience in the Indian Army influence your leadership approach in social services?
You see, I think all the leadership skills that I gathered were basically from the service with the Indian Army, because Indian
Right.
Army is the best teacher for
Yeah, true.
leadership skills,
Yeah.
where you have to uh, successfully look after so many troops.
Mm.
And when you when I left the army and I joined the corporate sector, the skills that I learned there, the discipline, and I could very properly use them when I was with the corporate,
Mm.
because uh, getting that discipline into the team, then doing everything on time,
True. Yeah.
then being instead of instead of taking action once the thing is done, we in the army are taught to plan earlier of whatever could happen, so that these accidents and other things don't happen.
Right. Yeah.
So getting that here,
Right. Yeah.
uh, and yes, teamwork is the biggest thing in the army also, and
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
works very well in the corporate world also.
Yep. Yeah. So how this actually changed you as a person? This work with race. How did actually changed you as a person?
I'm beginning to learn the ground realities of life,
Right, right.
of the various problems, the various issues people or these sick children are facing. Rajasthan alone has approximately 5,000 HIV children.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I
That's a
can't
lot.
reach all the
Yeah,
5,000,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
feel for them. And I try to do
Mm,
something or the other
mm,
in our own way for the
mm,
children. And I think I've become more humane,
mm, mm,
more human. And then small things also start affecting.
mm.
When you are with the children, you are in a different world. I call my children stress busters.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, when you mentioned the ground reality, right? Can we explore that? What do you mean by ground reality? Yeah.
Reading about a thing or helping a cause when you're in the corporate sector or as an individual. Like we have a lot of individuals also who come and help us
Right. Yeah.
in various ways. Somebody comes and gives some ration, somebody gives us
Okay.
some notebooks,
Right.
all that. That is one part. But when you are doing it yourself on the ground, when you are there at the scene of the action, it is very different. It is very different
Mm.
because we feel as an individual that it is like any other normal work or something, but it is not. It is much more. And it's a very emotional work.
Yeah.
If you have emotions, if you have feelings, yes, one can do it. Otherwise, I don't think.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. I can sense that the feeling coming while you're speaking this, right? Uh, Sometimes it's hard to put it into words, right?
Yes.
And you kind of like, I can see how attached you are. I can sense it to this cause. And again, I want to applaud you for this, Captain. So and we are nearly at the end of our podcast, but I wanted to ask you. So, say for example, people like me, a new one who don't know about this, what advice would you give to listeners who want to contribute to the vulnerable communities but don't know where to start? What advice would you give?
You see, I would say first join the cause. Like
Right.
many people come to us and they say we want to contribute, we want to give something.
Mm, mm,
So my advice to those people also is first come, see what's happening, how we are doing it, what we are doing, and then you would really like to join in and contribute. And contribution does not only mean contribution money wise.
yeah. Yeah.
It is about giving your time.
Time. Yes.
If you can
Yes.
give and
Mm,
give some time to the children, if you can come and spend time with the children, tell them a few stories, teach them something, help them in their education, or whatever you are good at, you could teach the children. You're just being there with the children also makes a difference to the lives of the children because they learn something new.
definitely.
Because each individual who comes has a different
Different talent,
expertise,
expertise. Yeah. Talent, expertise. Yeah.
different
Yeah. Yeah.
talent, expertise, or whatever.
Yeah.
So the children learn.
Man. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yes, if it is very difficult for you to come, then you could contribute in other ways. You could contribute for the education of a child,
Mm. Mm.
because the children go to regular schools.
Right.
Education of a child, you could contribute towards the clothes,
Okay.
the rations, or anything that you
Right.
wish to do.
Right. Okay.
But yes,
Yeah. Yeah, no, thanks for this. I'll put a link in the description for the Raise for Hope as well, so people can actually go and donate. But you're making me feel that I should be there helping as well. So determined, basically. Yeah, that's the word. You're making me determined to come to India when I come next time. Definitely come to
that'll be wonderful.
Jaipur, and spend time with the kids and teach them something what I know, right? What I learned, from you, from everyone, and from my own career as well. I will definitely spend some time when I come there. And that's my
That'll be
promise.
wonderful. That'll
That's
be
my
wonderful.
promise. Yeah, I promise. So just last thing. Is there any
We,
message? Yeah, sorry. Go on.
yeah, we have a few friends in London also. I'll tell them also to
Oh,
get in touch.
oh, brilliant. Yes, please. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. That'll be great. That'll be great. Yeah. So, if there is one message you would like to leave our audience with, what would it be?
I would only say that don't be scared of HIV. HIV is not a disease, it's a virus. And you can just not get it by being with the HIV children or the elders. You can easily sit with them, eat with them, play with them, do any thing with the children. And you will really, really feel happy.
Mm,
And these children are special, but they are wonderful kids. They are lovely kids, and it is not any fault of theirs. If they are having this virus, they've got it from their parents by
yeah.
birth.
Bye bye. Yeah.
So
True.
please,
Yeah.
so please be with them.
Definitely, definitely. I think this is where we need to break this taboo, right? So,
Absolutely.
yeah. So so thanks for this great message, and thanks for your time. Especially, I know you're so busy, like I said earlier, for coming to. And I wish you good luck. Wish you and Rashmi good luck for this, and wonderful job you both are doing in this. And like I said, I'm definitely. That's my promise. When I next come to India, I'll definitely come and share time with kids. Like you said, time is the money, not the money itself, right? So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So thank you very much, and
Thank you so much. Thank you
thank
so much
you.
for having me on your show. It was indeed a pleasure.
Yeah, wonderful to talk about your journey, your passion now. So I just want to leave the audience here. I think this is where Captain Gurinder Virk found his why, and found his being, his passion. So guys, if you can, please you do something for the society as well, as a leader, as a anyone, right? As a human. So be human. Thank you very much for watching this special episode. So I'll be back soon in 2 weeks' time with a new episode. Till then, take care. Bye for now.